So today I am building a beach house in Windenburg. I chose the island in Windenburg because it has the ocean in the background, so I thought it would kind of give like a beach house feel. I kind of struggled just putting down the shape of the build. I had it in my head, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but once I started to build it, it just wasn't looking like what I expected. So it kind of took a while to get the shape down, but we get there eventually. I didn't want it to be very big though. It turns out to just be one bedroom. Like actually it's a loft. It's not really even a room. And that's kind of what I had in mind. By the end of it, I kind of wish that I had made more room upstairs for another bedroom, but I think it still works out okay. Really, the only part of this that I had in my head was like the balcony part, and I think that it worked out pretty much the way that I wanted to. I'm fairly new at building. I've been playing The Sims forever, but I don't really use the build mode very much. And when I do, it's nothing too complicated. It's square with a roof. So this is kind of different for me. And just the way I built this whole thing was really weird. I started at the front, and then I went to the back, and yeah, I was just totally all over the place with this build, but it is one of my first ones, so it did take a little while to get everything just the way that I wanted to. I think here I'm just I wanted to use a different kind of fence, like in a game pack or something more exciting, but I ended up using like the most basic fencing in the game. I think that it just suited the build really well, and it was pretty much exactly what I needed. I think I ended up using a lot of stuff from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. Or maybe it was a Spa Day. No, it's Spa Day. The windows and stuff is from the Spa Day pack. So I used a lot of that. Yeah, so I kind of had some things I had like this perfect vision in my head of what I wanted, and then other things I had no idea. So I kind of had to wing it. This back part, I pretty much knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be all windows. I ended up actually taking out a set of those doors because it just worked better for the flow of the kitchen, which is back there. So yeah, but this house has tons of natural light. I keep watching speed builds, and then everyone's talking about how the new lighting is so cool and it looks so great and it's like super realistic, and I never really knew what they were talking about. Like I would look at my game and think like it looks just the same as always. I thought that it was just like an update in the game that you just download and it happens. But I actually went into my settings and it was on low, the lighting. So I actually had to adjust it myself, and then I came back into the game and I was really impressed. The shadows and the lighting, it is exactly what they're saying it is. It's amazing. So I'm really glad that I did that. It took me a really long time to figure it out. I think it's been out for a while, and I've just been playing without it, not even knowing. So that little glass overhanging thing, I don't know if that ends. I do end up keeping it there. I don't know if it works though. Yeah, I kind of really struggled with that, and I ended up putting a door on that little, I know that that's just a decorative piece, you can't actually walk out there, but I thought it just kind of looked good. This house has a lot of balcony space. So now just putting in the windows, I got a little glitchy there. More windows and doors, those are all from the Spa Day stuff pack, which I just downloaded, and I actually really like it. It suited what I wanted pretty much perfectly. I use a lot of the pillars too. I'm not sure where those came from. I just wanted the outside to be basic, nothing fancy. I was hoping for white, but I think it ends up being like a concrete color. Yeah, and so I think once I got inside the house, I had no idea what the layout should be. I knew I wanted the kitchen in the back. The way it ended up being, it was kind of, there's a bit of wasted space, I think. Like I don't know if I did the best job with it. I did originally like the placement of those stairs, but then I thought that takes up that entire area. There's no room for a living room. So I end up deleting the stairs and putting them over in the corner and just creating one entrance to the kitchen instead of two, which I think still looks good. I still like the main floor. It's just that I wish that I had thought ahead and made it a little bit bigger, maybe, because it just kind of worked out to be a little weird. And then upstairs, it was kind of difficult too. I feel like I really shot myself in the foot because I don't know, I don't know, I wasn't liking any layout that I tried upstairs, and it ended up being like really open, I guess. Like, I didn't make it a bedroom, it was just a loft, and then the bathroom was just that little corner, basically. Which, I mean, I do plan on playing in this game because I really like the house, and I do want to live in this house, I think. And if I were going to change anything, it would be the upstairs. I think that I would make the bathroom maybe bigger and add a bathtub, because there was no bathtub in it. Back here is kind of where my vision was. Oh, we jumped back upstairs. The open balcony that kind of overlooked a pool area, that's really where my whole vision started. And then the rest of the house, I just kind of winged it and it came together. I did see a picture on Google Images that kind of helped, I don't know, like with the fencing and the pillars. Like, the picture on Google that I found turned out to be really helpful in just finishing what I already had in mind, I think. Yeah, so I think we just end up putting in these big windows. I put in as many as I could, and I think it ended up looking really well. I did have a vision for like an open space between the kitchen and the living room. I didn't want to delete the wall, but I did want some kind of like, I kind of wish we had windows but without glass in them. I know we have a few, but I mean like a bigger one that would kind of create almost like a bar feel, and you could put a bar on there and you could look through. But that's not really a thing, and I don't know how to create that illusion either. So I ended up playing around counters for quite a bit until I found one that I liked. And I don't think I end up, I don't end up using those. I wanted it to be kind of white and clean looking. And I tried not to use very much black in this house because I just like the idea of the white beach house. I know that those counters are actually meant to be outdoors because they came with the backyard stuff. I think it was the backyard stuff pack. And yeah, they're meant to be outside, but I think they looked really good in there. I did try to put some cupboards up there, but I ended up just taking them down because nothing looked good with that range hood. I think I get rid of the range hood, not the cupboards. We will have to see because I don't actually remember. And then I put in a little wall there because I wanted to put in some like rock work, and I thought it would only look good if I had a wall to kind of contain it on that one side. So I ended up doing that, and none of the shelves looked good. They looked all just out of place in a modern build. So I got rid of that range hood, put in a different one, and put these cupboards back up. Also, I've been playing a lot lately with putting lights on the behind countertops on the wall, and I think that looks really good. So I end up putting some lights in there. It just kind of makes it brighter and better looking. And just a few cluttery kitchen items. I didn't want this house to be too cluttered. Usually I think it's fun to make a house look super lived in, but for this build, it's not very big, and yeah, I wanted it to look kind of chic and modern. I did like the black and white kitchen tiles, but I know that everybody hates them, so I ended up taking them out and just putting in some pretty basic gray tile. Finding a place for the kitchen table was hard because I put those two doors in kind of awkward spots. So I ended up taking out a set of the doors, which I'm doing right now, and just putting in windows, and then there's just one exit to the back. And then that kind of made a better area for the kitchen table. And then I ended up putting in those chairs. They're not very beachy, but they're, I don't know, they seem pretty trendy. And I never use them, so I thought I'd use them. The cabinet, I really wanted to put a bar in there, but I think I ended up putting one in the backyard instead, and just putting a cabinet there. I didn't want it to be too cramped, but I didn't want it to be too open either, because then it always looks like you're missing something. So yeah, the kitchen, I just put in some bar stools, and I think I pretty much just leave it at that. Oh, there's an overhanging light. I was trying to scale that one down, but for some reason my game was not letting me scale things down. So that was kind of hard to do because I do that a lot of that in my builds, and without that tool, it made it a little bit difficult. So that light that's at the entrance now, I thought it looked good, but then when I went in to do the screenshots, it was completely blocking the door, like you would bang your head on it if you walked through that door. So I got rid of it. So now we're upstairs. I liked the blue color. It was kind of beachy, and yeah, the wood I thought was pretty beachy as well. Yeah, so I tried to find a painting that kind of fit the theme. I ended up finding something, I think that was good, yeah, because it had like palm trees and water in it, so I thought it looked really good. I struggled for a while to find the perfect dresser to go in there. I tried 3 different ones, 3 different times, and I think I just ended up with that one there. And then I had a mirror, and then I had another, that kind of 3 sets of mirrors there. It doesn't end up staying there, so sorry if you like it. I didn't. I said I did not like it. Just a few more bedroom items. Oh yeah, I didn't even remember doing that. So I actually ended up taking out the plants on the bedside tables and putting in lamps from the Jungle's Adventure pack. Because I think they looked a little bit better there. Those lights, I really wanted to incorporate those somewhere because they were so beachy, and so I tried putting them kind of on that railing there, but they didn't fit perfectly there. They did fit on that side, but then I was like, I don't know, it just looked weird. I kept looking back at it like, I don't like it. So I do end up ditching those, but they show up somewhere else, and I think it works a little bit better there. So yeah, just replacing that mirror because I wasn't really feeling it. And then putting in some pictures. I think I were going to play, well, I'm going to play in this house later, but I will spend some time finding some different pictures to go on either side of the bathroom door there. I don't really like them, but I kept them there for now. I was trying to find something to go along that railing. It seemed really plain, and I thought maybe some plants would be good, but I just ended up putting a computer desk there. I think it just looked better, and then it's nice to have a computer in most houses, and some curtains as well. There are no curtains downstairs, just upstairs for a little more privacy. Are we doing the bathroom now? Yes, yeah, so that's the shower from the Spa Day pack, which I really like. And just put in some counters, so there's no bathtub. Also, there's no laundry in this game, or in this build. I have been using it lately for almost every house I'm in, but for this one I decided not to. Some people really don't like it, and they find it kind of adds too much work to the game, which it does, but I don't know, I like it. So there's no laundry in this game. So just added that blue rug there. I can understand if you don't like it. I wasn't totally sure if I liked it or not, but I kept it in there. And now just going down to the living room, I really struggled to figure out where everything was going to go. Like it was this big open space that wasn't working. Like, I don't know. Looking at this layout that I have now with the couch against the stairs, I think I actually like that better than what I did. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It was a difficult space to work with, and yeah, if you download this house, you can change it around, and maybe I don't know. Maybe someone else has a better idea for the layout, but for now I just kept it like that. And I don't think I ended up putting a rug there. And then I just wanted something to fill those spaces, so I put it in a bookshelf, tried a different one just to see what it would look like, but it was too cramped around that doorway. So I just put in that hanging bookshelf, and then I put in a beachy picture. And then in that corner I put in, that's from the Spa Day Stuff Pack too, it's for like hand massages and stuff, but I don't know, I thought it just looked like a nice relaxing chair to go in that corner. And some bamboo and that big piano and just a doormat. And I think I put a picture right there or something hanging on the wall. Oh yeah, one of those like hanging shadow boxes. Just threw that in there. And I was going to do some curtains, but I think I ended up just skipping it because I wanted them all to match, and the ones I like wouldn't fit with all the windows. So I think for the main floor, that was it. And then I went out to the backyard, and work started getting to work on the pool. Um, I think I wanted that back area to be a little bit bigger for like a table and chairs, but I ended up doing it upstairs. So I think it still worked out. Now that I look at it, no, I think I'm happy with the tile that I put back there. I was gonna put like I guess it's like a diving board, um, but I think I ended up just scrapping it because it looked kind of strange with the tile, and I didn't want to have to stretch the tile out on the sides. I wanted it to be in line with the house. I tried all the different pool, like what is it, effects, I guess, and ended up with that crystal blue one, and then just put some fencing back there. I really like that tall fencing. I'm glad I got to use it. And then, where are we going? I don't even know. I don't remember what I did next. I think I went upstairs to the balcony there, and I was going to put some lights in there, but then I thought they might just kind of hover there, and I didn't want that. Barbecue downstairs. I was going to put that table and chairs downstairs, but it didn't fit, so I ended up putting it there. And just some of the chairs in the backyard stuff, and I fit in those, is it even, it's like a bench kind of, to make it look like a lounge chair. And I wanted to add some greenery out there, and I think I ended up switching those out. I don't use the jungle adventure stuff very often, so I tried to use it as much as I could in this one, wherever it could fit. Just a couple of outdoor items like the heater and the wind chimes. And I ended up taking out the table and chairs and putting a hot tub there because I thought that that would look good. And then I even put like a TV on that wall. But then I decided that it was a beach house, and I don't know if a hot tub was great. I mean, I guess some beach houses have hot tubs, but I decided I liked the table and chairs better, and I knew that that was the only space that it would fit in, so I decided to do it there. And then downstairs I just did like one of those benches with the pillows. And I think that was all that I did there. Oh, this is where I was looking for those hanging lights with like the little flip-flops, and I couldn't find them, so I gave up for a little bit and put in some other items. That big umbrella, and I think that's what I'm doing now. I was looking for them, and I don't even remember what I ended up finding them. Oh, I knew the house needed a bar somewhere. It wasn't fitting there, so I put it at the back of the yard with a couple of bar stools, and then I put a few more, I think just 2 more chairs under the umbrella. And I think that ended up looking nice. And then I put some potted plants in the back corner there. And I don't know why I did that. I really don't. Did I keep that? Oh, I did. Okay. I would probably take that out. I didn't like those shrubs very much. Okay, now we're back at looking for the hanging lights. Tried a couple of other items, but I just went past them. Even at 5 times the speed, I could still see them. So they were in lights, not decorations, so that's where I ended up finding them. And I just kind of stuck them on those 2 walls there. I thought they were kind of cute. And another one of those heaters. And what else did I do here? I think that was it. Oh, I had to go outside and do the landscaping. So put a couple of chairs on that balcony there. At the other balcony, I didn't put anything really. It's just more of an area to kind of look out at the beach because you are surrounded on like 3 sides by the water. So I added in some trees and some hedges along the sides of the house just to kind of make it look filled in. Landscaping is not my specialty at all. I really struggle with it. I do watch a lot of speed builds. I even just kind of listen to them while I'm playing my game. And that's kind of where I've been trying to learn more about landscaping, because I do want to get better at it, but for me it just doesn't come naturally to me. I just don't understand it very well. I don't know what looks good, so I don't know, this might not look very good, but for me it was more than I'm even used to doing, so yeah, then I ended up putting a fence back there because I realized with those hedges you couldn't actually access the back of the house unless you went off the property. So I put a fence back there just in case somebody wants to be beyond the fence. And I think I just added some bushes, yeah, just to make it look a little nicer, and some dirt terrain. And then I think that was it. Yes, that was a little weird view, but here we are in these screenshots. So that's the front of the house. Just a couple of different angles. I think it looks good. Maybe, a little more decoration would be nice. So there's the backyard, the front entrance, just pretty plain now that I look at it. I think it needs a little pop of color, maybe a rug. So I will add that. If you download this house, you should do it too. And the kitchen, I think it looks really good. I'm pretty happy with the kitchen. Looks good. I like the hanging light above the table and the comfy leather chairs. The cabinet clipped into the wall just a little bit. It just has to come out a little bit. But I think it looks good there. That's the view from the kitchen to the backyard, and then from the deck to the backyard. I think the pool looks very inviting, and that's the view from if you're in the pool, looking back up at the house, and just another little view with the sun in your eyes. So that's the upstairs bedroom. I think I like the rug. And then the bathroom. And just another shot of the bathroom. And that is looking out the water from one of the balconies at the front of the house. And that's from the balcony at the back of the house looking down. And the balcony again. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.